I have my African violets all set to root, and they're all in soda bottles or water bottles, and I just labeled what they were. And this is my story on rooting. I've been playing around with African violets for a while. I found that almost 100% of the time they root in water, just like this, in a soda bottle. And in dirt, it's probably half the time, or maybe 75%. So I don't add any fertilizer or anything. I just check the water every once in a while. I dump them out and put new water in. But when they start growing roots, I stick them in dirt, and like I said, almost 100% of the time I get a new plant. So this is why I'm doing it this way. And one nice thing about renovating is this is actually where my spices were, so until we paint and wallpaper, I can kind of play with this project right here. So it's just for fun. Obviously I don't want this many African violets in my house all the time, but in order to really have a fun time with the hobby, I have to kind of start off with some, enough that I can move around, change things up. And so I just thought, hey, this time around, let's try this. And it's just a nice way to grow some extra plants. You can give some to your friends and, you know, try to cross-pollinate and horse around with it. And it's just a nice thing to do. And more than that, you can have pretty flowers in your house all year long with African violets. And they're not so expensive that you can't afford to, you know, replace them. And like one girl said in her video, and I'm not exactly sure whose it was, she said they're like her pets, and that's what they are for me. Keep me busy in the winter. I monkey with them, play around with them, and if they don't make it, it's not the end of the world. But I'm pretty confident that every single one of these are going to make it, because I've had great success with this method. And then the mini ones that I talked about in my last video, what I did with the tiny ones, because I couldn't put them in the water bottle, is I just put them, I took a soda or water cap top, put them in a little tiny glass bowl. I mean, like a, you know, one that you would use like if you're doing recipes, and you would put, like, you know, your sugar or something in there to show somebody else. Those little teeny tiny bowls, can't think what they are, like a finger bowl. And they're in there, and I just watch and make sure the waters don't touch, or the leaves don't touch the water. And so here you go. I'll show you my progress as this project goes along, but it'll be a few weeks before I get some roots. I just mainly have to make sure that I top off the water. If I get really lazy, I can squeeze the bottle and it pushes it up too. But I just like this method. It's always worked for me, and quick way to get some African violets. And hope you enjoy this. God bless.